And welcome back. Okay, so we are at Konig's Haven and I did sell quite a few things here. So we now have nearly 7,000 crowns, which is a very nice sum of money this early. Let's see, I don't need tools, I don't need provisions. Medical supplies, I guess I could use at least a little bit of. We have 30, so let's get, I don't know, one stack. One stack for now. Let's check the recruiting screen, because obviously getting good recruits would be important, though I'm not going to spend over 5,000 on this guy. Though I am a little bit tempted. Sir Rothard. Adventurous nobles, of course, can be very damn good. Cripples are cheap and they get promise potential, so I guess I could see if I get lucky with a good one. Though they aren't as good as Indebted are, potentially. There is also this guy here, a fisherman, and fishermen get the net perks, I believe, always. And I would imagine that the same is true for rat catchers. They are both very cheap. Guess I'll get at least the fisherman. Let's see, is he good? He's decent. Sure footing, fearless, 1-star melee defense. Starts at 9 thanks to the sure footing. 49 melee skill, no stars, but I think that's whatever. I mean, obviously I would prefer it if he were doing better in that regard, but I guess this is fine. I'm not sure if he's like endgame material, probably not. Not with this perk tree, but I believe I will keep him around for now. So he does get the net perks. Let's see, but if I remember correctly, you don't actually get to switch the nets out for free with just these. Yeah, the first use of your offhand item weighing less than 10 costs no action point with offhand training. But the thing is, if I'm understanding this correctly, I would need quick hands to actually be a net machine with this guy. Well, we shall see. We shall see how we do with this fella, Brando. Let's call him a net helper. Like, it's good to have a dedicated netter. But yeah, not sure if he'll stick around for long. Let's check out these two cripples here as well. And probably get no one else here. And if they're bad, I might just let them go immediately. Okay, this guy, 1-star melee skill, is also fragile and a bleeder. Well, that's not ideal. 20 starting resolve. So despite the star in the melee skill, I think he's pretty damn bad. 4 melee defense though, which is nearly the max roll. And the melee skill is actually the max roll. He will die basically to 1 hit though. I don't know. Not sure about him. And this fella does have... The second guy does have iron lungs, but he's also superstitious. Has a star in ranged skill, but no ranged perk trees. Also, since he started at 35, not sure if I would even invest in that. Does have a star in melee defense, but I think, yeah, these two are pretty poor overall. I think I'll probably let both of them go immediately. Let's see. Yeah, I think I should invest in characters with more potential at this point already. So I think we'll just leave now, unless there's something else in the marketplace or something. Doesn't look like it. How are we doing with the repairs and healing? Decently, it seems. Yeah, okay. Now, what is this contract? It's a delivery. To Tanvir. Do I possibly want to head that way? Probably not at this point. We are, of course, on the ambition to complete more contracts. I think what we'll do is scout out more of the map, hopefully find more cities. Let's see, there were more ports. Okay, let's see. Saltkai, Sandberg, Sandehaven. Have I uncovered everything? No, I have not. Not by a long shot. Only Sandberg, it seems. Let's actually sail to Saltkai and see where that is. Okay, over here we have one contract. Drive of Brigands. One skull. I guess I'll do it, probably. Selling price here is 16. Not that I have... No, I guess I can sell that and that. 0 coins for this tattered sackcloth. I guess it makes sense. Anyway, of course there are recruits here as well. Let's see, there is a beggar. And some other assorted fools. Guess I don't think I care about any of those. Okay, let's just take this contract, I believe. It's way over there. Okay, well, at least it's on the plains. Then again, I guess it doesn't really matter if it were on the swamp, because it's an encampment. Alright, well, let's head that way, I think. Also, where the hell am I? Okay, over here. Never mind. Not sure why I was... The map zoomed in there. I guess I just did it manually. Oh, yeah, well, I don't know. Once again, I'm a bit tired, so... Hopefully that doesn't get someone killed. Let's go through that. Midday. Well, in that case, let's go the so-called long way around. So through here. Because I do want to fight during the night time again. Because there very likely will be at least a poacher. Some poachers, actually. Alright. Let's camp for a little bit, because that will enable repairs to be done quicker. Also, did I even give the new guy... Okay, he's wielding a knife. Okay, well, whatever. Honestly, I don't care if he bites the dust, and I don't believe his contribution will be necessary in this fight. Okay, let's see, you have 9 lives. Let's just advance, I believe. There are some choke points available here. Okay, gain vision. Alright, I do kind of need to remind myself about these guys, just who they are. So this guy is level 1. Okay, let's be careful with him. Not that I will be overly sad if he dies, but I guess he can make like a decent mercenary if this is successful. So let's wait. There is also a pike here, which is a pretty terrifying weapon early on. So are these reinforced wooden flails, but nowhere near as bad. Okay, let's advance a little bit here. I would like to have my gladiators on the southern flank because of the pike robber, but that is not the case. Guess I could move there, but let's not. Just advance a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about the robber. Like, I don't have a proper tank to handle that. Maybe we just trust in the 9 lives. Oh well, whatever. It's going to be fine. Yeah, also, Brando doesn't even have a helmet. Well, that's my bad, Brando. Well, you can just hang back. I don't think you're needed here. He can just observe. Learn by watching. Okay, yes. And Volkart, how much do I care if you die? Not a whole lot, to be honest. Maybe a little bit. So I could trigger them with him, but maybe that's uncalled for with 20 body armor, etc. Zubair and Zahiri do have the armor perks now. So I guess it's fine to do it with them. Let's just get you in there. This is only a 1 skull contract after all. Let's hang back with these scrubs here. And yes, last time I learned that using a tactician ability doesn't actually carry over even if you've ended your turn on the characters. So let's use this later on, definitely not now. Okay, and Elmer, okay, yes, you are the farmhand, who actually is starting to turn out pretty decent. Not that he's like an endgame character, but still. So I will be semi-aggressive with him and also uncover these two. Guess I should have moved a couple of tiles at a time. Also, now that I did that, I kind of blocked a Zubair, but I guess I can just move here, so it's fine. Also, does this guy have... Yes, he does have Polar Mastery. Well, in that case, I don't necessarily want to move here, because he can move there and attack. Okay, well, let's do that. Okay, do I want to use this? Does it even matter? Maybe it doesn't even matter at the moment. Probably doesn't. Just end your turn. Also, the problem, kind of, with this ability and others like it is that if I act before the tactician, then I get no benefit. Well, at least not as much of a benefit from using these abilities. So what I could have done if I want to use Onslaught now is have waited with Zahiri first. Guess it's not a big deal, but still. Anyway, carry on. I think I'll just wait here. Yeah, 5%. 32 is higher, but still a miss. Alright, I suppose I will use the Onslaught now. There we are. 10 melee skill, 20 initiative, and a line breaker use. Also, yes, I can't move because of this bruised leg. Makes sense. Trying to push Zahiri away. In vain. Okay, let's just wait for this guy to come closer, because then I can attack twice. There you go. He did end up shield walling though. Okay, let's wait, because yes, indeed, I don't want to give the pike an attack here. Okay, he is coming for the scrubs. Well, let's see how the scrubs do. So maybe Zishan should go for the damage here. Then again, this guy can be targeted with a headshot. He only has 10 head armor. I can also use the line breaker. Push through the ranks of your enemies by knocking back a target and taking its place, all in one action. So 3 AP. So I could use it from here if I wanted to. Not sure if there's a point in using it here though, but something to consider, maybe. The problem here is if I move here, then I can be attacked by this guy. I guess it's fine though. Melee defense of 15 only, so I probably do want to shield wall. I can also move, use line breaker and then shield wall. So I can push this guy here. Or I can see where he ends up if I move here. Whatever, let's try this. I don't know if it's actually going to do all that much, but seemingly it did do something. Okay, I think I like that result. Now with shield wall. Okay, Elmer fought. Let's see. 77, that's actually pretty high. But let's go for the 95s instead. Let's go for... These guys are almost identical. Only the weapons were different. Just get the kill there. Leofric. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Shield walling mainly, of course, because of the pike, not because of this scoundrel and his pickaxe. Also, I don't know, whatever, it's fine. Was wondering, should I have used decapitate there, and I guess the answer is yes, kind of. Anyway, Zizhan, do I trust in your abilities to survive here? Needs one more level for nimble. I would like to deal damage. I mean, surely he can take one hit from a pike if this guy decides to go for him. But yeah, maybe it's... Yeah, let's be prudent here and just shield wall for now. Right, good. Let's use this. Still go for that guy though. Okay, 25% are there. Off with your head. With the double grip bonus from a cleaver, Zubair can keep going for a long while. And of course also he does have the iron lungs as well. This guy is fleeing, okay. Alrighty, well I guess I'll get next to this poacher in that case. Decide later if I want to shield wall or not. End up paying the price, kind of, for waiting. But it remains to be seen how much am I afraid of this pike after his bodies have been killed and his resolve level has been lowered. Okay, he is now wavering. Alright, well, go for it. Might be getting hit on Bertram, but he does have the 9 lives. I suppose I... Well, you have 9 lives as well. I guess I'll just do that. Also, it's pretty likely that the pike will decide to target Bertram here, not Volkart, but we shall see. Leofric, however, does not have 9 lives. So let's shield wall with him probably. Let's see, 12 melee defense. I mean, he's probably not the one targeted. Okay, well in that case, let's just attack. And get pretty lucky there. Get a 42% hit and the pike is now fleeing. Okay. Just catch up to this poacher. No one leaves here. No enemies, that is. Okay, Brando sees his opportunity has come. I probably will end up getting rid of Brando unless he dies beforehand, because his perk tree is not all that impressive, I don't think. Not that I spent a lot of time looking at it, but still. Okay, 1 to go. Okay, there we are. Leofric gets a level. And we did get one of those 50 armors, did we not? Yes, we did, as well as a 50 helmet. Okay, so who gets to wield that? One of these guys, probably. Which one, though? Let's give Leofric the promised potential. I can always get rid of him, despite having given him that. Take Resolve, take melee skill, melee defense. I mean, clumsy isn't the end of the world, but it does bum me out a little bit. Anyway, whatever. Just use that, and you can have that. And is anyone else missing a helmet? No. These are just 20s, both of them, okay. And we didn't get the pike, sadly. Oh well. We will get plenty more as long as the gladiators stay alive. Alright, let's get a move on. Though when we are going through the swamp area, I will be careful during the night time. Because getting ambushed, it is not a fun, nice time. Also, yes, I can probably afford something here. I mean, obviously I can. Yes. I should probably get one of these guys. Probably the lookout, but let's think about it for a little bit. The recruiter is good this early on, but it's a little less good because we have a roster limitation of 12. So I think not for the recruiter. Let's get the lookout. Scout is also good, but I think the lookout is my favorite one. Increases sight radius, etc. Does also mean that getting ambushed during the night time is less of a possibility. Here we are. And I will do this as well because we need the completed contracts. Now let's buy one net and give it to this guy. Also, yes, you should have a proper weapon. Let's take another look at his perk tree here. So no underdog, no shields. Well, I wouldn't be using shields, I guess. And no fast adaptation to help hit with this 49 melee skill. No stars in initiative. Probably would go with medium armor, since nimble isn't an option and nor does he have Colossus anyway. Yeah, I think he'd need a little bit more. But let's keep him around for now. Anyway, so find the ruined abode to the east. So is it going to be here or here? Well, we'll see. And it seems we can get paid twice if we'd like, but probably not. Since I do want to keep the relations up, probably. I guess it doesn't matter all that much if it's just a village instead of a city, though. Maybe it's like here. The lookout helps for this as well. I don't see where the torched plains are. Let's stop by at Furstenwall. Okay, Backstabber's hideout over there. Probably do want to destroy that. Is it going to be nighttime? No. Okay, good. Check the recruiting screen. There are some possibilities here. Some farm hands, for example. And also the Hound Master. I think I would like to gamble. Well, it's not really a gamble, but let's recruit all of them and see if any of them are good. Now that I'm almost swimming in money. Okay, first up the Hound Master. Not terribly impressive. Does have a star in melee skill though. That's probably going to be a no from me, dog. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's not terrible, but we can definitely do better than this. He does get spears, though. And shields. No underdog, but I guess we can live without it. Does start with a decent resolve. Has a starting initiative as well. Can go nimble or medium armor. Well, I'll say maybe. Maybe. Next up, Milo the farmhand. 2 stars in melee skill, 1 star melee defense. Well, that's pretty decent. 2 star fatigue as well. Gets berserk. Okay, well, I will keep him around. Let's call him a helper. Won't be too sad if he dies, but this is a decent find. Can go shields if I'd like. Will reach around 82 melee skill. Sadly doesn't have spears available, but we can go with swords instead. And I can go with Reforged if I'd like. Well, provided he lives long enough, which he might not. I can get adrenaline as well if I'd like. With this amount of fatigue, that might be a good idea. Probably do something like that with him. Okay, I'm relatively happy about finding this guy. He's also fearless and hates beasts. Okay, finally, we have Vidled here. Okay, 2 star range skill does have throwing mastery. 2 star range defense, no anticipation. And since this isn't legends, I don't get the other good stuff to do with range defense. But I think this guy is good enough to keep around as well. Okay. So now we need to decide if Markolf here is staying. And I think the answer is probably not, since this guy is pretty good already. And the roster is starting to fill up, actually. Again, he isn't terrible, but he's also not great. So let's get rid of him. And also, let's see. This guy will reach around 80 ranged skill. We can improve that a little bit, can't we? With, let's see, hybridization, yeah. No Pathfinder. I mean, this guy isn't great, but I think he's good enough to keep around. Does get Berserk as well. Probably goes nimble, but we'll see. Small target, or fast adaptation, or fruits of no, actually, no, it's not any of those. It's bags and belts, of course. For the first perk, if he ever gets that far. Anyway, we don't have throwing weapons yet, but he can have like a sling. Also, I do have a dagger now. Let's see. That can go for a Zishan. Okay, so a couple of decent farmhands. I think this guy is far better than the thrower is, but we shall see how I feel about that later on. So we get 155 armor from the Houndmaster, so I guess worth it. So let's see, Volkart is level 3. I think I care about Milo more than I care about Volkart, so let's give Milo this 50... Well, actually, no. Let's give the 55 to Zishan. No, never mind. Not that way around. He's already using this 95. Let's give the 55 to, like, Elmer. And Milo can have the 50. Alright, there we are, and I think he should also be using either a backline weapon, which we don't have, or a shield. And he has a lot of fatigue, so why not the kite shield? Okay, go with that for now. Okay, and all of a sudden we have 10 people. Also, yes, this guy doesn't have a helmet. Oh well. Also, I do have a composite bow, which I could use instead of the sling. I think I'll actually do that instead. Obviously, he doesn't even get the bow 3, but let's go with this for now. I will give him another weapon instead of that. Let's give him like a scythe or something in the inventory. Alright, and that's it. Plenty of these guys will either die or get dismissed by me at some point. Also, now that we have more people, they do need to be fed. So let's buy some food. Okay. And try to keep some money so I can buy some trading goods or something at some point. We could also get some dogs here if I'd like. Let's see about the price. 312 for an armored one. I think I will... Yeah, let's get all 3 of those. Also, out of curiosity, would this be cheaper? No. Buying those 2 together. Okay. I think 3 dogs will be just fine. Let's give 1 to Widold here. 1 to Brando, and let's see. Ideally, someone with a very low, or the lowest melee skill. That's going to be you, Leofric. Even with your 2 stars in melee skill. Alright. Did end up spending quite a few crowns there though. Still looking for the ruined abode. So is it going to be here then? Torched plains. These are definitely not plains. Is it actually here? What the hell? That is plains. Okay. But that's south. Maybe it's like here? And that would count as east? Maybe. Well, we'll get an event telling us where it is eventually. I think it's definitely not here though. Unless it's like specifically here. But that doesn't seem likely. So let's head back west. Also, I should have probably gone for this backstabber's hideout straight away. And now it's not going to be nighttime anymore. Oh well, we can do that later. Let's scout this forest here, I suppose. Okay, here's the event. Guy is asking for 40 crowns. It is in the swamps, not far to the southwest. Okay, so it is over there or here. Alright. You find Widold sitting beside the company wagon. He's rolling some boom straw between his teeth, gritting it here and there and spitting out the flakes. You ask what he's thinking about. The farmer shrugs. What my pa told me about baling hay. He had this method of turning the wrist at the catch and again at the release. Never could get the second part right. The man takes the straw out and flicks it. You ask, but you could get the first part right, where you stab the hay and yank. He nods. You tell the man that he only needs the first part of that technique to properly gut a man. You watch as his face glows with realization. Yeah, that's right. Why didn't I think of that before? You're a genius, sir. I'll try it our next go out. It'll just be like baling hay. With a lot more screaming and bleeding, but sure. And he gains +3 melee skill. Now, I am pretty happy about that, but I would be even happier had it been the other farmhand, since this is the thrower. Just don't try and throw them over your shoulder. So with hybridization, of course, that's not useless. But again, I would be happier had it been the other one. And there it is. It is a zombie location. I guess we'll just immediately destroy it. Let's destroy it immediately. Should be fairly easy. But we shall see. Yes, Brando can probably just observe again. I could give him a shield for this though. Get him to the front line. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. Okay, let's kill some zombies. Put them to eternal rest. Alright, and I will increase the combat speed to the maximum. As well as wait with everyone except the guy with the bow. Since we now have a ranged character. And not wait. End turn I meant. That's what I meant. 15 zombies. And it is also swamp terrain. Nice hit there. Okay, now I suppose we'll wait with everyone. And I suppose still just hold. I guess I could use spear wall, but I'm not going to bother. Okay, Whiteout actually gets to down one. Okay, now we wait manually. So maybe I should have just used the onslaught ability there. You don't get 3 out of 3 there. Okay, let's use this next round. Okay, Milo, you're the level 1 farmhand. Okay, let's see, what is your initiative? 80? Well, that is more than zombies have. Well, I guess this should be fine. We can use shield wall next round. Right, let's use this. Nice. I do like the decapitate here. Let's also use this. And Brando. Advance there. Could use this again, but let's not. Okay, now you can shield wall. Still gets hit by a 16%er. Also, actually, maybe I should have made sure to dagger this one, since it actually has decent armor. Well, let's actually try to dagger this one, I believe. Has... let's see. Well, not better armor, but comparable. Let's try to remember to do that. That does mean that I want Zahiri over here. And since it is the swamp terrain, that's going to be easier said than done. Kind of. Well, anyway, let's kill all of the other zombies first. Or at least most of them. Okay, so yeah, and also I kind of blocked Zahiri there. Well, let's go through this, I guess. The long way around. Good job. Okay, actually starting to get fatigued out here. Okay, and get the dagger out. It is free to do in Reforged. You as well. I do believe that it would apply, or will apply, does apply to Quatal daggers as well, but I don't think I've actually tested that, but I would imagine that it does. Anywho, 3 of them left. Okay, 67. Let's get to the stabbing. Save that spot for like Subaru or something. Okay, and of course we get a couple more here. Okay, just this one. There we go. Alright, Brando and Zahiri get levels out of that. We did get the 105 armor. Worn male shirt. We did also get the male coif. So actually pretty rewarding overall. Okay, Zahiri level 8. Also yes, what the hell am I thinking? I'm wearing a 230 helmet with nimble. Well, that's a mistake. I guess we can use this male coif or something instead. It's not like the biggest difference though. Well, anyway, let's go with this, I think. Okay, level 8 for Zahiri. Let's take more hit points. Initiative would also be nice to have, but I think the hit points are more important. There are plenty of good options here available. Let's see, probably take Finesse or Duelist, I think. Let's take Duelist first. I think that's always going to be a pick here. Well, not necessarily this specific level, but anyway. Okay, and Brando starts with a +1 melee skill roll. Gets decent rolls elsewhere though. I guess the resolve is fine. Don't need to take the +4. Let's take hit points, melee defense, and initiative or fatigue. Which one though? I suppose he's most likely going to get poise if he's with us for that long, which means dodge is probably a good idea. What's your base initiative? 114. That's decent. Okay, well, let's take the +5 initiative, I suppose, over the fatigue. Okay, and give him back some belts. Okay, and now we have this 230 helmet, since Zahiri is no longer wearing it. Okay, let's see. Who gets to have that? Maybe Zishan. Yeah, I suppose probably Zishan. Does get encumbered by that though. Encumbrance level 1 only. So I guess I'll roll with it. How about with that? Still 1. Okay, let's go with that combination, I think. And the lamellar armor can probably go to Bertram, since he's quite valuable. Same for this light helmet. Okay, let's see. Who's wearing rags? You are. You are wearing rags. So this... Okay, it is a 50. I have that instead, and you can have that. Alright, that should be everything taken care of, inventory-wise. Alright, let's return to Saltkai. Not where I was expecting the location to be, but there you go. Thankfully the game does have that event to tell us. Hexen. Well, I'm not fighting that. 1 hex. And an assortment of beasts. But yeah, no thank you. Brigands also went the same way. I guess the Hexen might have killed them. Okay, and I think I'll just tell the employer instead of getting paid twice, but yeah, that is semi-tempting. Only our employer will learn where it is. Okay, there we go. Now let's get these amber shards. And probably do nothing else here, unless well, I guess I could sell some garbage. Let's sell some cheap crap here. Something like that should be fine. I suppose there's a chance I might use this short sword, so let's not sell it. Also, let's start repairing this hand axe. As well as the short sword, as well as the wooden flail and the golden dag, I suppose. As well as the militia spear, why not? That might be used as well, maybe. Alright. 3 more contracts to do. Let's head to Hufschlag. Or actually no, let's sell to Königshaven now. Okay, and immediately sell these probably. Yeah, let's do that. Also sell the Signet ring. And also buy a stack of tools. And what was this? Cargo delivery. Going south obviously does mean that we could buy some more trading goods there. But I think it's a little bit of a long journey, perhaps. Fighting nomads along the way though, it would make it profitable. Kind of. We can sail to Sandberg. Okay, well, sure, let's do it. I don't know if this is actually all that good to take here, but let's take it. And sure, let's actually quickly look here. Nope. No one I'd like to recruit there. Sell to Sandberg. Okay, and... Let's not buy anything, but let's check the recruiting screen here as well. Okay, good talk. Now let's move on. Let's stop by at Al Anwar, because there might be an arena fight we can do. Well, actually no, because we can't do any arena fights with this contract. Okay, brigands, 9 of them. Well, sure. Especially during the night time. Alright, let's see how it goes. They are actually afraid of us, as they should be. Let's see, is this the composition or the formation I'd like to have? I guess it's fine. Not sure if it's actually good though. Okay, make a minor change there. Okay, Volkart does have the 9 lives. Let's just advance a little bit and get vision. Also, I will now lower the combat speed down to 1.5. I do love it when they feel that they can take those 5% ranged shots there and not wait for a better opportunity. During the night time, I guess they might not get a better opportunity just yet. They can't reach the high ground there. Spearballing, okay. This guy has good armor, this guy has decent armor, so maybe I can dagger at least one of them, we shall see. With the help of a net I definitely could, but nets are also pretty valuable. I mean, 50 plus crowns each, but I don't have an unlimited supply of them, so I don't know. Ideally we can break their resolve. Okay, so let's see, how many do I see? 5 plus 3, so only one of them is hidden. I think I'll just advance here. How much do I care about Volkart? Not all that much. So I could trigger them with him. But let's probably just use the gladiators here and have the others hang back a little bit. Okay, advance. That does give this guy a free shot, kind of. So maybe that was a slight mistake. Oh well. I've made that slight mistake now, so sure. Okay, Brando, just advance somewhere. Almost feels a little bit crowded now with 10 mercenaries around. Okay, Elmer just advance there. %. Well, fair enough. Sure. Okay, and yeah, the problem is I'd like to get this armor. So I think I'll just wait for another target. He is also shield walling, so hitting the dagger shot there would be pretty difficult. Also, if I wait, I can benefit from onslaught. You can shield wall already, I suppose. Could take the high ground now. Yeah, that's fine, probably. Only thing is that, actually, I probably want this scoundrel with the woodcutter's axe to end up next to Zubair so he can get a kill there. So let's actually not advance there. Okay, onslaught is in effect, and okay, these guys didn't want to get next to Zubair. Okay, that's understandable. Definitely understandable. You need to be careful with some of these guys. So yeah, you can also shield wall. Golden Dag and the Boar Spear are semi-nasty. You can wait. Okay, let's wait for this guy. Or something. Okay, Golden Dag misses a 30%. Like to see that. 43. Nope. Okay. Didn't shield wall. That might be your undoing, Mr. Vandal. Okay, let's see. Probably kill this guy with Zishan, but we shall see. Maybe I can even do it with the others. Okay, so if he still had shield walled, I would probably use line breaker now, but let's see about the dagger percentage here. 70%, okay, that's pretty nice. And now it is 79. Okay, excellent. Okay, and provide surround bonuses here. And I'm not going to engage with these two. So let's just move here. Actually, I could use the line breaker. Yeah, I could use that. I definitely could. So, okay. And after... Oh, I can still use it. Not sure if that's a bug. I think it should give me like one use. Yeah, it says one use of line breaker. Well, anyway, I'm going to shield wall here. Okay. 87 miss, 88 miss. Well, can't hit everything. This guy is shield walling, so daggering is probably not going to be very successful. Yeah, by 5%, so let's not do that. But there we go, one of the priority targets down. Okay, I guess I could even let these guys live. Just to get this Vandal here on the southern flank. Maybe I should have gone for the lash there. Yeah, probably should have. Anyway. Yeah, I could definitely stop all three of these guys now with Zahiri, or I could get to the Vandal. I think I'll actually, yeah, let's go for these guys. Switch back into the sword. Dagger, knife, knife, so I cannot be stunned. Okay, good. Let's wait a bit before we engage here with Milo. 9%, 7%. Let's just get closer. Okay, 5%, so let's wait. Want to die to 2 hits from a boar spear, probably. So I'm wondering if I skip the shield wall here. Nah, let's not skip it. Let's not. Yeah, we got hit anyway. 42%. Fair enough. Okay, let's surround this Vandal fool. 5% still though. Well, don't even try it. How about you though? 24. Okay, misses despite the fast adaptation help. Okay, let's really surround him. And you can steal shield wall over there, Elmer. Elmer Fudd is doing well. And there we go, this guy is now fleeing. Okay, so this guy has a 55 armor. I guess even that is worth daggering, so sure. Okay, there we are. Reforged does make daggering opponents far less tedious than it is in Vanilla or Legends. Okay, kill that. Never mind. Nice try, though. Nice try. Okay, there we are. Okay, there we go. We actually get 3 levels out of that, as well as these armors. Pretty nice. A dagger and a hand axe, some money. That was a good fight. Okay, so Widled, the farmhand who's going to be a thrower, is now level 2. Plus 5 range skill. That is good to see. I guess I do care about resolve for him as well. So let's take the plus 4. Yeah, and let's also take hit points. And the backs and belts. There you are. Next up is Volkart, level 4. Okay, I'm happy to see this. Plus 3 and plus 3. We might even be able to, if Promise potential is a success, make a frontliner out of this guy. Especially since he has 3-star initiative with dodge. However, I think maybe the plus 4 resolve is needed here. Not the plus 6 initiative. Yeah, probably. Probably I need that. Even with the plus 15, if this is successful. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick up dodge, probably. That or fast adaptation. Let's go with dodge. And also mark some of this stuff there. And probably go, yeah, flails. Maybe get dynamic duo. Okay. And next up, Milo, the helper, level 2. Sadly starts with a plus 2 roll for melee defense. That's a little bit low, I think. Did you have? Yes, so you probably need to go with shields. Probably. Plus 5 fatigue, plus 4 hit points, plus 5 initiative. Well, those are nice. Nice to see. Which one will I take, though? Now, let's see. So... yeah. I don't know. I guess the Battle Forged means I probably want the plus 5 fatigue, right? Yeah, probably. Okay. Let's do that. And let's give him... I think adrenaline over fruits of labor. Sure. Okay, there we are. I guess I'll also mark it down that I do have adrenaline. Alright, let's keep moving. Stop by at Kraukdorf, I believe. 7 undead. Some ancient auxiliaries, a few ancient milites. Well, our weaponry isn't the greatest against that. I could switch some things around here. Also, yes, I have these armors. And also the dagger. Let's see, who gets the dagger? I guess Volkart could use it. Yeah, I have the heavy southern mace, for example. The flail is fine. This is not that difficult of a fight, but it can definitely get some of these low-level guys killed. I guess Milo can have a short sword. Yeah, I suppose I will fight them. Well, let's equip actually proper equipment for this. Southern Mace goes for Elmer. I do have a couple of hand axes as well. Someone like Brando is probably almost never going to hit anything with a hand axe though. Volkart would though. 66. Okay, let's give people this armor. So Zishan, yeah, keep on using that actually. Okay, Elmer can have the 95. Volkart can have the next best thing, which is 80. Let me have some 55s. Also, yes, you should maybe have a different weapon for this. Maybe not though, 48 melee skill, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, and let's go ahead and give this Rusty Melkoif probably to Widold. Probably. It's not fully repaired, so let's go with that. He's not going to be hit in melee because he's using the bow. That's the idea at least. Also, actually, maybe I should use this wooden reinforced wooden flail over something else. Okay, sure. Brando, you can have that. Alright, well, let's see how we do. Like I said, should be pretty easy, but we shall see. Okay, one ancient bladed pike, that can deal a lot. Okay, let's wait and see what happens here. Okay, probably engage straight away. Yeah, let's just engage straight away. Yes, I could also back off, but let's just be aggressive here. Yeah, they aren't that tough. Nice hit there, 47, and a kill. If someone dies because I'm being reckless, then so be it. It's not going to be one of the gladiators, for sure. Should have probably passing stepped straight away, but I didn't. Okay, and use Onslaught. Should you be using Shield Wall? Nah, let's not use it on anyone here. Which might be a mistake, but I'm willing to make that mistake. I can use the dog if I'd like. Guess I'll wait and see if I'd like to use it. Okay, Leofric, if I advance with, then I will want to use the shield wall after all, but let's not advance here, not yet. Not just yet. Okay, maybe this guy, yeah, sure. I care enough about him. Changed my mind, let's use that shield wall. Yeah, they did decide to go for him, and it's a good thing that they missed. All three of them, actually. Sure, let's use the dog. Go for that one, since I care about Milo's survival. Brando has been hit as well, but should still be able to take one hit, if need be. %51% to get rid of that one. I think I'll go for it. It's a slight risk, though. Nah, let's not take that risk. Let's not take it. Not this time. So you can sit out now. You can take the risk. Actually, no further than once, though. Okay, good. Got pretty lucky here that the bladed pike hit no one. Good boy. Okay. 9% only. There we are. Leofric gets a level up. Okay, we get a signet ring, that's pretty much it. No ancient bladed pike for us. Anyway, Leofric level 3 now. Rolls +2s, okay, that's pretty annoying. If he keeps it up, then I definitely won't keep him around, I don't think. I'll take the fatigue as well. And let's see. Does get shields, so that's probably going to be it. But like I said, I might be getting rid of this guy pretty soon even. We shall see. Let's take Survival Instinct. Okay, and keep on moving. Unless I want to fight this. There are Ghasts there and a Necromancer. Ghasts are terrifying in Reforged. I am 10 times as much afraid of Ghasts in Reforged as I am in Legends. They are very smart, and it seems, in my limited experience, that rally the troops doesn't work nearly as often as it does in Legends. Yeah, I don't think I want to fight that. And they realize that they are pretty strong as well. I guess I could have fought with the caravan, but let's not. Nomads. Okay, now that fight I like a lot more. You're doing fine. You're also doing fine. How about you? Apart from the armor, fine. So I should probably get people back there. Spears. Okay, so yes, Brando's armor is damaged, but I think I'll still use him in this fight. I don't care if he bites the dust because of that. So sure. Let's kill some nomads. It is the daytime and they have a couple of archers, well, 3 of them, so might be taking some nasty hits, maybe even a casualty. high ground as well. Okay. They are going for a wall cart. But only one of them managed to hit. Maybe I should have taken that high ground there when I had the chance. Oh well. It is too late now. Having that tactician this early helps a ton, by the way. Okay, let's trigger them. Since I don't care at all if Milo gets distracted here, that's a good move. Okay, let's see. Probably wait, but I could also go for this. Let's wait. Oh yes, you're still using this hand axe. Well, I will fix things on my own time. It will be fine for this fight anyway. Especially when he can land a hit, actually. Okay, go for the back line, I suppose. But go there instead, so that this guy can't hit you. Alright, and our ranged character, can you kill? Nope. Good job. This should be fine. Let's use Onslaught. Get a kill there. .43 or 35. Over to 43 and hit nothing. Maybe I should have shield walled there. Well, if it's a mistake, it's not a big one. Okay, let's lower the resolves. Ouch. Oh, very, very, very rude of you. Okay, two more. No, basically just one. Okay, there we go. Brando gets a level up. Okay, Brando now level 3, rolls another +1 for melee skill. And only a +2 for melee defense. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Probably getting rid of Brando. The net master perks are pretty good for Reforged, but they're nowhere near as good, in my opinion. Or at least for a guy like this, than they are in Legends. So just throwing nets around, probably not going to cut it. I might even get rid of him now. Since he can't really be a tank, he can't deal any damage with 49 melee skill. His only use is throwing those nets around. I think I'll get rid of him. Yeah, let's get rid of him. Well, thank you for your service, but it's time to go. I will give you 30 crowns though. There we go. Okay, that means I have a dog for someone. Let's give it to... let's see. Milo. Okay, and you can actually... let's see. Well, 66 melee skill. Did you have fast adaptation? Not yet, at least. You're going to be using flails though, so I guess I should just give you a flail straight away. Instead of the hand axe. Okay. Let's keep on moving. Alright, these aren't as cheap as they once were, but still worth buying, I think. 4.79. Bread is pretty cheap, I will get that. Also the goat cheese is extremely cheap, get all of that. Okay, good. And let's check the recruits. There's only this guy, so no thanks. I don't think refugees even get... yeah, they don't get promise... no, never mind, they do. I was wrong. Okay, well, let's check him out. Let's check him out. Nope. No stars in any of the relevant things, apart from, I guess, the 3-star hit points. So, never mind. Goodbye, Holstein. It was nice knowing you. I'm sure you're a great guy. It's not you, it's me. Anyway. Let's scout the desert, probably, as we head towards our destination. Might find something we can actually do. Like a nice nomad camp. For example... marching through sand dunes for days has built up a lot of grit in the boots of the men. A few take pause, emptying out their shoes, while others reveal that their feet have been ground raw. This is a hellish landscape, it seems. No matter if it's the sun above or the sands below, it's all out to get you. Are those vultures circling above? Well, that's a bad omen. Okay. Yeah, I think this should be pretty easy, actually. Well, not necessarily easy, but doable. Red Sands Camp. Okay, so next time we will start by fighting that. I probably will bring these nets, but most likely will not have to make use of them, but the outlaws can definitely still pose a threat. It is the night time, so that's good for us. The slingers and the one archer will be neutralized by the darkness. It does also mean that Vidalt over here cannot hit things with the bow, but I guess I could give him the throwing nets. And maybe even, yeah, start him out like this. Not use the bow at all. At least not initially. Anyway, yes, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.